With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A run for Nick Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Okay. Don't know what's going on. Do something. Okay.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Let's go. Let's do it. 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. Shedding the tackle that gives him some room. And all the way down to the 39. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 41 yards on the ground. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mariota. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going.
They call the timeouts for.
To the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Almost 2 yards. It's 3rd and 9.
Touchdown right here. I'm on defense for this shit.
He may try and run for this. And he will get this into the end zone. An 18-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
Ooh, and you got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse, and it's 3rd down.
I think when they get back in the huddle, the question will be, why did you throw that one? The coverage was incredible all over him. The only thing he didn't do after he caught the ball as a defender was get his feet in bounds. That should have been a turnover.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Chargers were best in the NFL, 7 of 8 on 4th down last year, and they're going here. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he's able to get this one closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Touchdown, defense. Check 59.
On play action, Mariota. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marquise Goodwin. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Stafford. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. A man who played college football here in the Sunshine State. It's USF's Marlon Mack. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That good for 22 and a first down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they'll have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
3rd and long, it's Stafford. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb, and he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that'll make it 13-7. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan.
And this is caught at the 20. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 59 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
On 3rd down, Mariota able to find Harris, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting them a few yards.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. 59, Mark. 59. I said it. Let's go. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check 59. Mike is 59.
3rd and goal. Mariota. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Demetrius Harris, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. McManus's point. And the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You get
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Fletcher Cox in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
I'll give you radar.
Here's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You got tight right there. Switch.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head toward dunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
One. 51, echo. 51 to Mike. Hey, get the weight room. Hey, Mike, 51.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. 3rd down here. The Jaguars on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Deep ball for Goodwin. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. The final shot before the break, Stafford. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. So we right now is a 13-point game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And I think the ball's out and picked up by the Chargers. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. First down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to... You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. After the run, now Stafford going to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there at 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Going deep for Hopkins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out. Whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there, I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
51 the mic, boy. 51.
Now Mariota. Out to Cole on the right side. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. It's complete to Graham. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Here's Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch one, and it's getting that home.
To throw is Stafford. Blitz
Yes,
coming,
sir.
and down he
Fletcher
goes.
Cox, baby.
Fletcher Cox
Who fucking
able
with
to
him?
disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Stafford. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he connects with Ebron. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 2 big plays in succession of the Chargers on the move.
Check nickel. Check three.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Following the penalty, Chubb.
Wow.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
What the fuck, man?
And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
That bitch it.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Mariota now. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Mariota now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Montgomery running right. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. Looks, there he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Ty Montgomery. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Lindsey going to try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to
trap pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
To the right side to Eric Ebron. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Hey, let's get there. Jump. Check. Check 24.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Looking deep downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. You're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. Ebron's got it. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, Can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Mack, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it third and goal.
Check, 250. Too little, check. Hey, alert 3. Slam. Check.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Let's go, D.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Justin Houston. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. A loss of 2 there. Second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Mariota. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Miles Jack with a sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Mike 51. One. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Go, Mike 51.
Throwing is Mariota. And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. The 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it, but you know every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction. And that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Tech McKinley in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now Stafford. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Tech McKinley, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Stafford. Now a desperation throw, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens, things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing here, Mariota. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point from McManus is good, and that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively,